Hi there, this is Mrs. Rusnak. Today I'm going to show you how to do index skill number 11, which is nail care. First thing I'm going to do is sanitize my hands, rub this all over, make sure it's dry before I begin. Then I'm going to go ahead and get my supplies. I'm going to go over here, and what you need is 2 towels, a washcloth, a nail file for that resident, and an orange stick for the resident. And then you also need the basin filled with water, which is approximately 105 degrees, or you can just describe it as warm water. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this over to the residence, and I'm going to go ahead and knock on the door. Hi, Mrs. Dean, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Good. I'm going to go ahead and clean your nails. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put my supplies down, make sure that this is Mrs. Dean, which it is, and I'm going to go ahead and get set up at this point. So I'm going to first put a towel on the tray table, just so that the water doesn't slosh around and stuff and I have a clean surface to work off of. I'm going to go ahead and put the basin there, and I'm going to go ahead and pull the privacy curtain, because it doesn't say that in the steps, but some residents are kind of embarrassed by these kinds of things. So I'm going to go ahead and just do that anyway. I'm going to go ahead and raise her bed up. Before I raise her bed up, I'm going to go ahead and pull the side rail, okay? Not part of the steps either, but anytime I'm raising the bed up as a safety precaution, I want that side rail up on the side I'm not working on. I'm going to go ahead and raise her bed up to working level so it's easier on my back. And I'm going to go ahead and put her head up so that she's kind of sitting up at a 45-degree angle. There she is. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take the tray table, put this over top of her, and you'll notice that the water was kind of sloshing around there, so it's good that I have a towel there to kind of catch that. And I'm going to put this tray table down as low as I can without hitting her. Go ahead and put your hands in the wash basin. For testing purposes, you only have to do one hand, but obviously in real life, if you were ever doing this, you would go ahead and do this on both hands for the resident. I'm going to go ahead and let her hands be in here for about 5 minutes. I'm going to say that to the tester, but I'm not going to actually let her sit here for 5 minutes during the testing. All right, and I'm going to tell the tester that 5 minutes is up. I'm going to go ahead and move this away. You could put this out of the way over on the side table. The next thing I want to do is I want to take a washcloth, and I'm going to get a little bit damp, and I'm going to go ahead and push her cuticles back. And if you want to zoom in really close, the cuticles are this part of the nail, okay, up here. We don't want that, we don't want to be rough and tear that or anything like that, but they've soaked in the water, so they've gotten a little soft, so you're able to go ahead and push these back on each nail. And obviously be gentle. The elderly have, you know, gentler skin than young people, so just be gentle, push those cuticles back. Okay, once I do that, I'm going to go ahead and dry her hands off. And for testing purposes, you only have to do one hand, so that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and put this in the linen hamper. And then the other thing I'm going to do is, you have an orange stick here. It has a pointed end, and it has about a 45-degree angle cut on it. You're going to take the 45-degree angle, and you're going to go underneath the fingernail. And if they have any type of debris, food material, or anything like that, you're going to go ahead and take that out and clean underneath their fingernails. And then you have the towel here, so you could just wipe that and clean it off and go under the next nail. But you don't want to poke her too hard or anything like that. Then I'm going to take a nail file, and I'm going to go ahead and file her nails. Be careful around the skin. Their skin is fragile at this age. So file each nail, get any jaggedy nails off, that type of thing that would catch on sheets, or cut them, or anything like that. All right. And then the orange peel will go in the sharps container, because it's considered a sharps. The nail file we do not share from resident to resident. We go ahead and we could leave it in her drawer. It would be her own personal item. All right, how does that look, Mrs. Dean?
That looks good.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove this towel. This will go in the linen hamper. And then I'm gonna go ahead and lower her bed and take this tray table away. All right, we'll lower you down. Do you want your head left up or do you want it down?
You can leave it up.
Okay. So I'd lower the bed. Here's your call light in case you need us. I'm gonna go ahead and take this side rail down. I'm gonna open the privacy drape. I'm gonna go ahead and take this wash basin over to the sink. Empty the dirty water into here. I'm gonna go ahead and wash this out. Disinfect it. Dry it. You could rinse this again if you want. Dry the wash basin out. All right, and then I'm gonna go back to the residence room. Return this to where it goes. Okay, Mrs. Dean, is there anything else I can get for you?
No, there's not.
All right, if you need anything, you just give us a call, okay?
Okay.
All right, and then the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and sanitize my hands. Thank you.